Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, to Mr. Jeans. Here we're going to be taking a look to another good product by Junji, another manga hardcover edition. That's going to be Frankenstein, which was released a few months ago. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look to the product itself and a quick review about it. Hope you like it, and before we move forward, as well, remember to go ahead and take a look to the description below, the links, in case you see anything that might work for you, and as well hit the like and the subscribe button. So let's go ahead and take a look. So guys, here it's actually the book itself, the Junji story collection. That's Frankenstein. We could say that that's actually a tribute to Mary Shelley, the original writer of the Frankenstein's tale. Personally, I gotta say that this is something that I would have not expected before. Hopefully it came to reality itself. Now let's go ahead and take a look here. Well, as you can appreciate, that's the front cover. Clearly that's Frankenstein. We have a reference to the cemeteries, the tombs, where all the grave digging, the Frankenstein doctor. You can appreciate as well the name of the book, the sign, the wheels that we have as well here. As you may know, well, this is a female head. If you have not read the original book, or at least watched that movie, what's it called, like Frankenstein, that was around 1996, you may not know like who she is, but you're gonna find out. We have a small comment on the back side. Just another thing here, as you see, this is actually a thick book, but the entire book itself, it's not about Frankenstein. There are a couple of other stories, as you might see here on the second paragraph, for you to be aware, just in case that doesn't, let's say, like, catch you off guard. It's not a problem, but you could actually say that by expectation that the whole thing, it's actually a manga about Frankenstein. So let's go ahead and open it up. Have a purple design. Nothing in particular. It's like no specific drawing. Now there we go, Frankenstein by Junji. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contents, the index. I had already read this before, so just to give you the heads up, pretty much like around half of the book, it's about Frankenstein. We have, well, almost 400 pages. This goes from the third one to 186 in that case. A little bit less than half. And the rest, it's about other stories. Most of the other half, it's about this one, The Strange Tale of Oshikiri. It's pretty much about a loner guy who only has one friend. He lives alone in his house. His parents, they're working abroad. Something that you have maybe seen before in any other type of anime. That tale goes about some dimensions, and the house being part alive, something like that, just in case you recall it. As you can expect, or if you owned or have seen any other videos about the quality of the book or any other manga by Junji Ito, the hardcovers, they are really great. The paper feels good, really nice. Doesn't seem cheap, or you can see through it. I'm gonna go ahead and flip some pages. Okay, the very beginning, when Dr. Frankenstein is actually chasing Frankenstein up in the North Pole, well, on the road to the North Pole, and you see a whole ship of a person, well, a captain that is trying to make his way to the North Pole in order to achieve some personal achievement. He finds them, he starts talking to him. Frankenstein began Well, then begins telling his whole story when he was a kid, how he started having these thoughts. He went to high school. Well, not high. Well, we cannot consider like high school, maybe college. That would be it. Well, going to study to London. Let's not get into so much complicated details. How he met his teacher. Then he starts with the grave digging, collecting the body parts from all the corpses. He starts experimenting. Okay, we see he starts to recreate the brain, chopping off the body parts. It's kind of gruesome, but he manages to keep a really good detail to that. I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, that in the story I don't remember like Frankenstein being like that tall. I know that it is tall, but not this tall. Just take a look at the proportions. I think there was a comment about it. Yeah, he said that they're a little too large, oversized. I'm willing. How large could that be? Like 2.5 meters, perhaps. This picture, the level of detail. Really nasty it looks. That's how it's supposed to be. Well, Frankenstein escapes. Kills his little brother. He goes back. Dr. Frankenstein goes back to his homeland. He finds Frankenstein there. They talk. He starts asking him about creating a female version of him for him not to be alone. Okay, let's keep some few pages until we can keep up the pace. Okay, now he's preparing the female version of Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein retrieves the chopped off head. Ah, yeah, that was the maid. The maid that was blamed for the death of Dr. Frankenstein's little brother. Another oversized body. I really love this scene. Okay, so the Frankenstein girl freaks out about the appearance of Frankenstein. Well, of course she does. And the guy's like super ugly. Okay, yeah, the quick fight. Yeah, the girl falls down in pieces. And Frankenstein goes in there, kills the whole family of Dr. Frankenstein. Then we go back to reality, well, to the present. And we see Frankenstein finishing up his story. He's chasing off Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein dies. You see there. And then we finish the story of Frankenstein. And all this part is pretty much the other story that I was telling you about the loner guy who lives alone, that kills a friend, and then we get mixed up with some dimensions about him, evil versions of him, his parents, the house. Yeah. Let's not get into too much detail about that. And there are like maybe I think 1 or 2 stories that are different. Okay, the doll. What's it called? Like the dollification syndrome, something like that. Okay, it's called the Held Up Funeral, but they mentioned that that's the, let's say, name of that disease. There's another short story about the torture device, the cat, and then we go to the end. Pretty nice version, I gotta say. Definitely worth the money. So guys, let me think what you actually think of the video, if you liked it. As well, before you leave, remember to hit the like and the subscribe button. I'm gonna see you in the next video. See you guys. Take care.